When my mom threatened to kill me, it wasn't because I'd left Islam. It was because I took off my hijab. I was still identifying as a Muslim in those days. I just didn't want to wear this anymore. It'd been put on me at 9 years old. I hated it since it was put on me. And I'm an adult now and I want to take it off. And for that reason, I'm not her daughter anymore. Shouldn't go to her funeral. I'm just a whore. She was going to have me killed because she needed to make sure that I was killed before I moved on to the next step, which she saw was going to be leaving Islam. And at that time in my life, I was like, what? What do you mean? Of course I'm not going to leave Islam. But she's like, I need to make sure you're killed before you leave Islam because then I'm going to have an infidel daughter and I'm the one who's going to be punished in eternity for that. So I need to make sure that you're killed before that happens.
You explain the difference between the hijab and the niqab, as well as their role in Islam, as well as your personal experience with them.
So hijab just means covering. Nowhere anywhere in the Quran or a hadith does it explain what a hijab needs to look like. The mainstream understanding of hijab is that it needs to cover everything except for your face and hands. Some scholars said that. This isn't doctrine, this isn't hadith, this isn't Quran, but this is the mainstream understanding. And then there are other scholars who say, no, even face and hands need to be covered. So I, for example, had to wear black gloves and cover my face completely. I couldn't even have the slit. I just had a thinner piece of cloth over my eye. So complete like Dementor, basically. That's what I look like. So it really just depends on how religious you want to be about it. But make no mistake, whether it's hijab or niqab, both of them are misogynist. Both of them are, to a degree, obviously there's a very big difference between wearing hijab and wearing niqab, but both of them stem from that same place of victim blaming. You need to cover yourself lest these men around you get aroused and end up you, and it's because you were showing skin. And so you'll see even little girls being put in hijab, like toddlers. They got a diaper and a hijab on. So I guess the men are telling on themselves, saying, oh, we need this little girl to cover herself up. That's where it stems from. So the misogyny of it, the victim blaming, the supporting of rape culture, essentially, with around the hijab is evil. It's absolutely evil.
May I remind everybody that there are 2 billion Muslims in the world. There are 15 million Jews. That's it. 15 million.
But they control everything.
They're running everything. There are 2 billion Muslims, and they're coming here and they're reproducing and they're doing it on purpose, with purpose. Just saying. They're coming here to a city near you.